I'm Katie Reno.
And I'm Eliza Dane, and we're from the Sumner-Fredericksburg FFA Chapter.
Trinity Brincks.
I'm Koester.
And we're a part of the Sumner-Fredericksburg FFA.
I am Alyssa Tiedt. I am Niewoehner. And we are from the Sumner-Fredericksburg FFA Chapter.
I'm Manweiler.
I'm Brennan Duffy.
And we're from the Sumner-Fredericksburg FFA Chapter.
I'm Cassie Pegel, and I'm from the Sumner-Fredericksburg FFA Chapter.
I'm Heather Tegmeyer, and I'm from Sumner-Fredericksburg FFA Chapter.
Hi, I'm Avari Schroeder. I'm 14, and I'm from Sumner, Iowa.
Hi, I'm Olivia Schmitt, and I'm 14, and I'm from Sumner, Iowa.
And we're part of the Sumner-Fredericksburg FFA Chapter.
I'm Gracie.
I'm Cisco, and we're from the Sumner-Fredericksburg FFA Chapter.
In this media visit video, we meet the Sumner-Fredericksburg FFA Chapter. We get a close-up look at their ag biotech class experiment, as well as learning about how to play a virtual farming game, checking out some mini spotlights on student SAEs, and finally learning about local chapter activities. Let's check it out.
We were growing glowing agro cells, and we took that, we smeared agro, we took one from that, E. coli that our teacher had been growing, and we took from them and we flamed our inoculating loop and we smeared it on there. We took that originally and we saw what had started to grow. We took that and put it into our LB broth.
And then we put the LB broth solution into a smaller tube, and then we centrifuged it for 5 minutes, and then we saw the glowing.
We took a colony of E. coli and then we put it on pipette plates, and we grew it in agar, and we let it grow for a couple days, and then we took the UV light and then we made the colonies glow. And so we took one colony and we just scooped it with a loop, and then we put it in LB broth. And then today still we have that same colony that we started from the beginning.
We take a Petri test, and then we scraped off a little piece of E. coli and put it in here and see if we can grow it. We mixed a solution of agar, and then E. coli's in there. That's growing.
Because we put E. coli on a petri dish, and then we put LB broth and mixed it on a petri dish, and then took the colonies off of the plate and mixed it, and then we put a reactant so it started glowing. Doing all these like different labs and like seeing how like it can grow and like what you can all do with all that kind of stuff.
I like that it's new. It's the very first, like it's our first year having it, and we learn a lot more. Like we've never had micropipettes before.
Yeah, and those are cool.
We're learning different ways to farm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like ways that we can improve farming in the future to increase like the amount that we get out of it and like be more environmentally friendly.
What you do in the game is you make sure that everything is going right. You harvest crops. You help them. You just make sure that everything is growing good. I'm planting wheat, barley, and canola. So you plant in Kenya, Canada, and India. Canada is where you make the most money. What's happening on the screen right now is I'm planting some of that canola stuff. And right now I'm watering it, making sure it grows up to be big and healthy and gives me lots of money.
It's kind of just showing you like the basics of like farming and growing stuff and like how to spend your money wisely, I guess you could say.
Mine is doing research between cage layers and free range layers. And I'm just raising sheep. My own herd of sheep. I do chores morning and night on the weekend, and then at night during the week because of school. I take care of all the breeding choices, the nutrition decisions, so what I'm going to feed them, any medical issues, it all comes out of my wallet, and just making sure their well-being is good.
So for mine,
I have to do a bunch of research, like figure out exactly how to know if they're laying or not, if they've laid recently, just things like that, how much feed they need. And then once I get all my research done, like if it's been researched before, figure out like some of their results and what they've gotten. And then once I get all my research done, I'll be putting either 1 or 2 in a smaller cage, and then keeping like 2, like tagging 2 other ones and putting them, or just keeping them in our, we call it chicken house, and then just going in every day, making sure some lay, seeing what one's laid, just things like that.
My SAE is on beef entrepreneurship, so basically my sisters and I all had the same one throughout high school, and we each have our own stock herd of cattle and we raise them. So
I'm in beef placement.
And I'm in dairy placement and dairy entrepreneurship.
Well, I work on the farm with my dad and my grandpa, and so, you know, we just feed cows and spread manure and clean pens. You know.
For my dairy placement, I work at a dairy farm that's 30 miles away from me, and I milk mainly brown Swiss and Ayrshires and a couple Holsteins. And really, I pitch calf pens there and just help with the management of the farm. And then on my own farm, we raise dairy heifers, brown Swiss and Jerseys, and a couple Ayrshires. To breeding age, we breed them, get their calves back, and then we sell them or give them to other people to milk for us, and then pay those people to milk for us.
My SAE is into entrepreneurship, and I own my own lawn mowing business, and I've mowed my church lawn for the past 4 years.
Since I do like a lot of farm work, help the neighbors and stuff, I'm like just keeping like track of all the hours I'm putting in and kind of like what I do even outside of like work and stuff, and just kind of help around.
In my group are going to a old folks home or nursing home, and we're going to volunteer, help out.
So my SAE is about breeding and showing heifers, and I already have them, but I show them in 4-H, and so I'm just going to take like 1 or 2 out and then do it in FFA. And I just, like, my daily care is just feeding, bedding, watering, and then I go into the more showing part, which I wash them twice a day, feed them, you know, twice a day, special stuff, and then like blow them out and calm them and stuff like that. So, and then I'll show them at the fair.
Last year we did Meals from the Heartland, which was really, really special and really cool. So we started out with like a little bit, like our chapter and like some other chapters would help us, but then we did a huge one where we got our entire school involved. So we took a time out of the day and we spent, was it an hour? We packed 40-some thousand, and they were shipped off everywhere, and like it was just nice to see the rest of our school interact with like FFA stuff and just be able to know that we're doing something good for other people. So that was a pretty good year, and we're hoping to do that this year too.
We're planning on doing the Christmas lights in the park, where we will sit at the booth where people drive in and we'll hand out candy canes. We also made pies for an auction for I think it was his Hands Food Pantry. And so you made it a pie, which went to the auction, and then the money from that went to the His Hands Food Pantry.
Dairy Days is in Fredericksburg, Iowa, and it is like the parade of Dairy Days or whatever. And we have our own
The Fayette County
trailer.
Dairy Producers.
Yeah, we have our own trailer, and then the FFA people help out, work there.
We do safe harvest at our co-ops. We put food and pop out for the farmers that come in.
I personally think that it shows who you are.
If you expect like the community to give to you, then you have to give something back to the community, and then that's getting our FFA chapter involved with the community, so it's good.